Hello and welcome to Cup to Hook Movie Night. My name is Cynthia with Cynthia's Joyful Creations, and it's Friday. Yay! And as I'm waiting for everyone to come on, I'm excited. It's time for Longmire. It's time for the Woot Woot Train. Oh my goodness. So while I'm waiting, let me go ahead and get my emojis ready. Let's see here. So I have all of that when the time comes. And my dogs are going to drink water. They have to get a little bit of attention in. So y'all know that they're here. Okay, Mackenzie. Mackenzie. Yes, Mr. Joyful says she has her cup to hook too. She's got to have her time. She's like, Mama gets friends. We want friends too. Although Falcor does come over during the week and play with them. So they get their own little play dates. This is just Mommy's play date. Hey, Anna. She says, hello, Cynthia, and hugs. Hugs to you too. All right. Found my little emoji for tonight. Oh, wait, I forgot. And Anna, I'm glad you're actually here. Let's see if I can find it again. I hope you don't mind, but I started using your little Woot Woot Train also as my emoji to separate our questions, except I now cannot find it in my emoji, so maybe I won't be using it. So now it's Sadie's turn to drink water. So everybody say hello to Mackenzie and Sadie. So maybe we can get that out of the way and we can have fun tonight. Well, I don't even see the little train tonight. Let me see what everything's saying. Let's see. I mailed something for you today. Please open it next Friday. Oh, okay. I will do that. Thank you. I look forward to that. So I will do it on movie night next Friday. And she says, hello, Mr. Joyful. Oh, hello, Charlie. She says, hello, Cynthia and Anna. Anna says, no problemo. And Grandma Anna says, in the traveler car section. That's where, oh, you know what? Okay. Well, that is where I'm actually at. But I'm not finding it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. And Anna says, hello, puppers. I know it. They need some attention. Anna says, hello, Charlie. So, Charlie, while we're waiting for everyone to come on and say hello and to get started, if you will, I read your comment from Wednesday's video on Wednesday on the Hook. And the question was, what are you afraid of? And everybody talked about all kinds of different things. And Charlie, you said you had a snake story. So if you don't mind, do you want to share your snake story? Because I am ready, I think. Because as you know, I said snakes were one of mine that I was afraid of. But yeah. And while we're waiting, if anyone else wants to share what they're afraid of, that's fine too. Only bad thing about being in this recliner, every time I move, I notice on the computer, you guys are moving. So I hope I'm not tossing y'all back and forth all night long. Anna says, I am terrified of snakes, right? Ugh. So I will tell you, there is one time and one time only in my life that I ever even bonded with a snake. And it was just like the craziest of times. But it was my second summer at Camp La Vida, which is here in South Carolina. And it is a camp for girls in action and act teens, which is part of the Baptist denomination. And we had a baby king snake. It was probably no longer than that. And it had kind of become our mascot for the summer. And so since it was tiny and king snakes, are not poisonous or dangerous, I did get to a point where I would hold that snake. And I remember I had a pink hoodie, a solid pink hoodie, which was really funny because I didn't wear pink back then. I mean, all of my friends knew pink was not my color. Now, I kind of love the color pink. But anyway, it was a gift that was given to me. So I was wearing that hoodie, and you know how it has the pockets in the front. When we would have our staff meetings, sometimes I would let that little king snake curl up inside the pocket. But that's as far as it would go. But it was so little, and I was young. And, you're a lot braver when you're younger. But that snake ended up dying. It developed a scab on its head. And finally, about midway through the summer, the camp director took it to the local vet in Winsboro, South Carolina, and it actually had cancer, and it died of cancer. But anyway, oh my goodness, I got story. So Charlie's telling us a story. So let's go read. Charlie says, well, I was living in this old trailer in the country, and I'd gotten, let me turn my computer so I can read it a little bit better here. And I had gotten this little Chihuahua puppy, and the little Chihuahua used to run to the bathroom and back to my bedroom every night, both just bark. To the bathroom and back to my bedroom every night, both just to bark. I almost stepped on a copperhead as a kid. And barking. So one night I said, I'm going to get this stuff. So I go through the trailer and I cut the kitchen light on, and I see just the black end of something going underneath the door. Oh my gosh, this is like a mystery. I got goosebumps. Wait a minute. Hang on, my feed jumped up. To my back bedroom. So I said, I think that's a snake. Of course, I was home by myself, and I really did not want to look. I started crying before I even opened the door. I would be too. When I opened the door and I reached around the corner and cut the light on, there was a 6-foot-long black snake wrapped around my hot water tank. I grabbed my little dog and I ran and got my robe and my car keys, and I drove to my mom's house until someone else got home. Smart girl. OMG, Grandma Anna says. Charlie, I would have been screaming out the door. Yes. Yes. You had it a little bit more all together than I did. I would have just grabbed the dog, the keys, and gotten out of there. Forget the bathroom. Shirley says, but that's not the end of my story because it did it 2 nights after that. What? And I ran and got my landlord and he killed it. Oh my gosh. Poor Charlie. That is a story. Hello, Roseanne. She says, hello, everyone, with a waving emoji. Charlie says, so I thought I was good. Now, so snake, I could sleep again. Wasn't worried about no snake. About this story's still not over. Oh my gosh. Poor Charlie. 2 weeks later, yeah, they're running in pairs, and I had another snake and went and got my landlord again. Oh my gosh. They just say your home is comfortable. That's all. They love the ambiance. Anna says, you're a braver soul than I am. I wouldn't have gone back in there ever. Charlie says, needless to say, I moved out of that trailer the next month. I could not sleep in there. After that, I started staying at my mom's. I don't blame you. Oh, oh my God. And you said 6-foot black snake. I got the EBGBs. Oh my goodness. So for anyone coming in, Charlie was sharing with us a story about her snake story, because Wednesday on the Hook, which is a video series that I do at 4 o'clock, and it's just where we set the timer for 1 hour. It's not a live, it is a pre-recorded video. And a lot of that has to do with consistency. So when I go back to work, I would not be able to do a live every Wednesday at 4 because every other Wednesday I would work at the hospital. And so I would actually still be sleeping. So it is a pre-recorded video. And we just set a timer for 1 hour and just crochet. But to keep it interesting, so you're not just sitting there watching me free crochet whatever I want, there's a story. There's a question, and whatever the question is, I answer my side of the question and maybe share a couple stories to go along with that question. And then, of course, everyone in the comment section can answer the question for themselves. And so Charlie had told me that she had a snake story. So that was her snake story. And what a story. Oh my gosh, Charlie, I'm with Grandma Anna. You are one brave, brave lady. So hats off to you. Anna says, the worst thing I ever had happen in a mobile home, was my landlord cat climbed up through the bottom and up the bathroom pipes and got my cats pregnant. Oh my gosh, that's awful, actually. Wow. So Anna says, I have not done my Longmire blanket yet, trying to push other projects to get done. I can understand that. That's actually my goal this week, is to see how many of my whips I can actually get completed. I think it's very, very plausible that I'll definitely get one. And then the other 2, hopefully I will make some headway on them. Todd, yes, I apologize. I do need the dry erase boards that are over there on the coffee table. And I apologize, guys. I thought I was 100% ready. And I'm not sure what happened to the Post-it notes, but I need those as well. Or just one, or a piece of paper to write on. There's some paper. If you lift up the subscriber notebook, right there in that little green box, that would be fine. So does anybody else have any stories that they would like to share of, let me just take this, things that they are afraid of, while I take a few minutes to finish getting ready. I do apologize. And I'm not going to lie to you, I just finished up the Longmire episode, so they are fresh in my mind. And it doesn't have to just be what you're afraid of. If there's anything special you want to share that's happened since we were together last week, feel free to share that. And I know you said that you have not worked on your Longmire blanket, but have you seen where we are to date and what we're doing? If so, what do you think? Are you excited about it or nervous or? Let's see. Anna says, I'm also terrified of lightning. I have a friend that was very much afraid of thunderstorms and the thunder and the lightning. My husband and I love it, but I will tell you, when the lightning starts, hitting ground and striking ground and stuff like that, yes, it is very frightening. Hello, Miss Mare. Welcome. She says, hi, Yarny friends. For some reason, this is not coming off like it normally does. I didn't know what's going on. So I will just spray this on here a minute and just let it sit while I read your comments. Be careful I'm not getting that on my computer. Okay. All right. Anna says, my sister and I used to beg our dad to let us go out in the rain and check the car windows. Roseanne says, hi, Mare. Anna says, well, I won. And as I was walking down the sidewalk, lightning struck the tree next to me and my hair stood up on end and I felt a tingle. Ooh, yeah, that would make me afraid too. That's a little bit too close.
I actually stood on top of a lightning strike.
Really?
When I was about 10 years old, probably less than that, probably close to 8 or 9 years old. It was raining real bad and our garage was filled with water. So me and my brother wanted to look outside. So we went out in the garage and there's probably like an inch of water on the floor in the garage. And we were standing on the lip of the garage door looking out the center windows. So the garage door was about a few inches above the water puddle and we were standing on the metal rail on the garage door.
Oh,
and
wow.
Lightning struck outside the door right in the driveway. And the whole, the driveway and the garage floor lit up bright white. For 2 seconds,
wow.
and we were standing right above it. If we'd have been stepping in the water, we'd have been gone.
I'm so glad God had a hand in taking care of you because then I wouldn't have you. That would be a travesty. Yeah. Lightning can be powerful.
They said we were not out in the garage very much longer after that.
Yeah. Anna says, I ran around and knocked my parents who were sitting on our porch steps and was screaming into a couch pillow for an hour. I don't blame you. Anna says, hello, Roseanne and Mare. Mare says, I am loving the mosaic blanket I'm working on. so much that I want to start another one. Oh my gosh. And it is beautiful. You'll have to send me another picture, Mare, so I can see what it looks like now. I know what I have seen so far. It is really beautiful. So is it really simple to do, Mare? I mean, it looks beautiful, but it does look hard. You guys, I don't know why this is not wiping off.
Back to the other board.
I used a different dry erase marker because the ones I had were like dead and I had to throw them away. But needless to say, it should still.
Try that.
Come on, give me just a quick second to wipe this off. See, it's wiping it off here. So it just must be that board.
Yeah.
Because it came completely off on this one.
Maybe the coating is bad on it. Gone.
Yeah. Well, that'll be one of my next purchases for the studio, but it'll have to wait a while. Is some new dry erase boards for our movie night.
It's ice broke out the hall.
Okay. Oh, it's working perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Took it right off. Well, sweet. Thank you, Mr. Joyful.
You're welcome.
Well, girls, we can now play and have fun. Can I get you to grab this so I don't have to hold on to this wipe?
That's your wipe now.
I know, but I kind of don't have a lot of room here. That's why I miss my studio, but
This is better for your leg.
it is better for my leg. Oh my gosh, you guys. Last Friday, I know I cut it short and I apologize for that, but I'm glad I did because that cleaner stuff got all over my shirt. My shirt's wet now. And if you don't mind taking this, so I don't have to. Anyway, you can ask Mr. Joyful. It was 3 hours of misery. God bless him. He was so tired. He wanted to go to sleep. And I just cried and cried and cried. That pain was just not nice. Not nice at all. All right. Let me find my mouse. Here we go. And back up and see what everyone's saying. Anna says, in Tampa, my daughter and I were looking out my mom's picture window when lightning struck across the street. It blinded us and melted the neighbor's wires. Oh my gosh. Mare says, I'm doing it as part of the birthstone, Cal, and I'm almost done with my part for this month, but I don't want to stop. Oh, but that's so good. That means that you're really enjoying it and it's bringing you joy. Mary says, it is so simple you would laugh. I've definitely got to learn it then. Anna says, I would love to try one. They look so cool, but so hard to do. I know, right? But she says it's really simple. Mary says, hi, Anna, Cynthia, Roseanne, Shar, and anyone I missed. And Mary, I'm actually glad you did that. You kind of helped me out here. So let's start writing names. Anna and let's see. Charlie, Roseanne, Mayor. Is there anyone else that I have left off? Anna says, please thumbs up video. Oh, yes, you guys. I would greatly appreciate those thumbs ups. So if you will take a few minutes, we're going to start in just a minute with our questions. And so if you will, real quick, just go over and hit the thumbs up. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. It says I have 3 and there's 7 people here. So that would be great if I could get 7 thumbs up. So if 4 of you could just go over and hit that thumbs up, that would be great. And let's see. Charlize says, hello, everyone. Mara says, Anna, if you can, chain, single crochet, and double crochet. This is the hard part. Count to 5 and count to 10. That's it. That doesn't sound too bad. I could do that. Oh, thank you, Anna. Cap locks on, please. Yes, yes. It makes it so much easier to read, especially since I am a little bit of a distance away from my computer, even more so than I am when I'm in the studio. So I would appreciate that. Thumbs up and caps. Anna says, doesn't sound bad. No, it doesn't. It sounds fairly easy. So get some of my whips done. Maybe I will give it a go. All right. Well, if everyone is ready, I just have right now, I know Jen is probably going to be running a little bit late. She had to work late tonight, but she will be here as soon as she gets home. So I currently have Anna, Charlie, Roseanne, and Mare. Have I left anyone out? And Charlie, thank you, by the way, for sharing your snake story. Almost your snake stories. All right. Well, it looks like I have everyone. And it feels so weird to look at you here, but if I look over there, you're getting like the side of my head, which, you guys, I got to call my beautician and see if there's any way she can work me in one day, like an early morning Saturday, so I can get my hair done. It's so long. Look at my bangs. They used to be like kind of short so they could come across my forehead, but they've grown kind of fast in this last 4 weeks since having surgery. So, because she trimmed them and everything, for me right before I went in and had surgery. So, all right. So just remember, last week and this week, we're not technically choosing colors in these nights, but when we come together next week, I hope by next week, we'll know better about colors. It's very possible that next week will be the same, but it doesn't mean that our winners don't get to pick. It's just we're kind of already so far ahead with picking colors that I've got to get all of that caught up. So I'm keeping a tally of who the winners are, or, everybody's score, until we're at a point where we can pick colors. And honestly, we probably will have one more week where we kind of hold off. But I promise you that those people will get to do the first pick. And I'm trying to hurry up because for the month of March, I have the cutest little containers for choosing colors. So it'll be fun. All right. We had season 5, episode 3 and 4 to watch tonight. And let's see. Anna says, I could catch up whips if only friends and family would take a break on having babies. Laugh out loud. Oh, that's so funny. Mara says, I don't know how to put caps on my phone. Okay. Roseanne says, double tap your shift key or hold that key. Oh, thank you, Roseanne. Mare says, it works. Thanks. Sweet. Charlie says, runaway needles. Do you have an arrow where you touch it to capitalize a letter on your phone? I hold down on mine and that makes everything capital. Sweet. Thank you, ladies, for helping out with that. Roseanne has a smiley face emoji. Lost my mouse. I have a smaller space to work in, but yet I'm losing everything versus when I use a bigger space. So funny. Okay. So we were looking at episodes 3 and 4 of season 5 for tonight. And episode 3 is called Chrysalis. And episode 4 is called The Judas Wolf. All right. And Mare has an emoji smiley face with hearts all around it. Okay, so there, I just lost my marker. Oh, there. Oh, wait, I think I can get it. And I'm sorry, I just knocked y'all all over the place. My marker rolled off the board. Okay, question number 1 is actually a discussion because I figured it would be better to kind of talk about it versus trying to ask questions about it. But it starts, and Donna will take Walt's call. What do you think was going on when you saw that scene? What did you think? Did you think that maybe she was not going to see Walt anymore? What did you think was going to happen? Anna says, all I want to say is this episode made me sad. Roseanne says, yes, playing hard to get. Okay, so let me back up. Grandma Anna, episode 4, yes. I was sad. I was angry. I had to pause it. And I just was like, no. I was just so mad. And my husband was walking the dogs. He had let the dogs out. And they were in the process of coming back in. And he saw it paused. And he was like, what? I said, yes. And he's like, no. And I'm like, yes. It was very sad. All right. So, Roseanne, yes, playing hard to get. I didn't know what to think. My first thought was, in light of what happened, I mean, I'm sure she's heard about Walt through her job and all of that, but like to really get to know him, she probably didn't really like know him. And then the first time that they have intimacy, they're shot at and she's kidnapped. So I thought, was she still traumatized, maybe a little terrorized? So I thought, surely she's not going to let this become a tragedy and separate them. Anna says, I was worried she wouldn't want to be with Walt. Roseanne says, I thought of that too. So I was just like, no, this cannot happen again. Because then that opens up the door even more for Vic to be Vic. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still not a Walt and Vic fan. I mean, I'm a fan of each of them individually, but not together as a couple. So I was just like, oh, this can't happen. All right. Question 2 is multiple choice. Everyone ready? Let me put my little emoji in here. All right. And how did Donna have Walt listed in her phone contacts? Was it A, under Longmire, B, sheriff, or C, cowboy? Anna says, same here, no Walt and Vic, right? Of course, Mayor, it's going to be B, right? All right, making sure we still got Charlie. There she is. All right, and everyone said C. Mayor said her famous B. And of course, the answer is C for cowboy. And the first person to ring in with that is Anna. So, whoop, whoop. Anna, you have the first point for the night. You go, girl. All right. The next question is also multiple choice. What did Katie find in a car outside the casino? Was it a dead body for A, B, a little girl named Olivia, or C, a dog? There you go, Anna. She's got her other train and whoop whoop. And Mayor says, of course, B. And it's like, laugh out loud, Mayor. And Mayor, of course, it is B. She found a little girl named Olivia. And Mayor, you have a point now. Sweet. Whoop, whoop. So there's Anna's little emoji train saying, whoop, whoop, Mayor. All right, next question is multiple choice. Who did Katie call? A, her dad, Walt, B, Jacob, or C, Matthias? Because Jacob is the casino owner and Matthias is the police on the res. Mayor says, I am consistent. LOL. And okay, so everybody's giving their answers. And almost everybody chose B. And Anna, you chose A for Walt. And the correct answer is A for Walt. She called her dad. She did go in and talk to Jacob, but she called her dad. So good job, Anna. Whoop, whoop. All right, the next one is true or false. Walt took the girl home and found the girl's mom passed out in a car. True or false? Oops. We'll use Anna's little train thingy. I didn't get mine in. Mayor says, whoop. All right. And everyone has rang in with true. And the correct answer is true. And that point goes to Miss Roseanne, who has her first point for the night. Whoop, whoop, Roseanne. All right. Oops. This next one is a discussion. All right. This is the conversation between Henry and Katie. This is where Henry is talking to Katie about her new job and working for Jacob, and does her dad know? And I just find it funny how Henry knows all of them so well that, you know, he's looking at it from Walt's perspective. He's looking at it from Katie's perspective. And I love how Katie just in the end says, I'm a grown woman, you know? So, And Anna says, woot, woot, Roseanne. Roseanne's got claps. And Mare says, congrats. And Anna says, I love Henry. I know. I do too. I just love his level head. I just love the way sometimes he gives short answers, but they're like so powerful. We get several of those, even not just with this one with Katie, but we get several of them, in this episode and the next episode that we're going to be talking about with Matthias. And they're just classic. They're just awesome. But anyway, Todd, what is that right there on the floor? No, right past. Is that just like a wood knot on the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Piece of carpet.
Okay. Piece of fuzz.
Yeah.
For a minute, it looked like a caterpillar, and that's why. But I kept watching it; and it wasn't moving. Sorry, y'all. Talking about bugs. We were talking about bugs at the beginning, and I thought there was a caterpillar on the floor, but it was a piece of fuzz. And I kept watching it, and it wouldn't move. So, yes, I told that story Wednesday. I'm gonna let you and Sam give your version one day. He's making fun of the story that I told on Wednesday's video about get it, don't you see it? And it wasn't there. But anyway, so I found that whole conversation between them to be interesting. All right, next question is multiple choice. Who took Olivia's book report to school? Was it A, Katie, B, Walt, or C, Olivia's mom? All right. And everyone has rung in, and yes, the correct answer is B. And Mare, you get that point. Whoop, whoop. So you and Anna are tied with 2, and Roseanne has 1. All right, Charlie, this next question is yours, my friend. All right, it is a true or false. Olivia's teacher said Olivia's dad, Vincent, was a bad father. True or false? Mare says, I've converted everyone to B. And Anna has her emoji train and says, whoop, whoop, Mare. So, all right. So everyone has almost answered all false. We've got 1 true. And the correct answer is false. She said he was very attentive and he was active at the school and involved with everything with Olivia. So Roseanne, you get that point. And now, ladies, all of you are on the board tied with 2 points. Whoop, whoop. So it's anybody's game. All right. Next question is also true or false. Vincent is the guidance counselor. This is Olivia's dad, is the guidance counselor at the high school. True or false? Roseanne has a smiley face emoji, and Mare says tied. All right, and all the answers are in. And almost everyone said true. We do have 1 false answer. And the correct answer is true. He is the guidance counselor at the high school. And Roseanne, you got that point, and it now took you in the lead. So we officially have a new conductor, and we have conductor Roseanne. Woo, woo, chugga, chugga, choo, choo. All right, let's see here. The next question is also true or false. Ruby told Walt that Ferg called about a body fitting Vincent's description at the casino. Mayor says, Shar is a rebel. Be still my heart. And Anna has an emoji train saying, woot woot, Roseanne. All right. Answers are all in. Almost everybody responded with false. There is one true answer given. And the correct answer is false. He was found 20 miles on the other side of the county. So, Roseanne, you continue to carry that lead now with 4 points. All right. Number 11 is multiple choice. Who found the body? A hitchhiker, B, Matthias, or C, a school bus driver? Anna has her emoji and she's like, woot woot, Roseanne. Mayor says, rocking it's hard to read the lowercase. Rocking the C train. All right, so everybody has rang in with all C's, and we do have one B answer, of course, Mayor. And the correct answer is C. It was a school bus driver. And Roseanne, you are now in the lead with 5 points, my friend. Woot woot. Oops, I did it twice. Sorry about that. Got our little emoji in there twice. All right, so this next one is a discussion. We've got Walt and Malachi and Jacob. And they are in the scene where they're talking in front of the cameras. Malachi is going through the cameras, and Jacob and Walt are there. And Walt is talking about a scheme theory and the fact that there was no record of winnings, no money found on Vincent. I mean, did y'all have anything to say about that? Because, I have to be careful because I think I have a question, but you know what? If I do, I do. So be it. So, Jacob and Henry are kind of working together. Roseanne says, on fire. Yes, you are. Anna says, I thought Matthias's men had got him. I know, right? I did too. And Mare says, the conductor is running away with the train. Yes, she is. Jacob and Henry are kind of working together because they are suspicious that Malachi is doing something under the table and dirty through the casino and through the Red Pony, but mainly through the casino. And so they're kind of working together to, figure out what he's up to. And Walt, I think, has his own suspicions. Anna says, Roseanne is smoking. Anna says, I meant Malachi, not Matthias. True that, and I didn't even pick up on that when I read it. But yes, Malachi, not Matthias. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Room 503 was reserved by whom? A, Vincent. B, Manifest Destinations. Or C, Lizzie. All right. All the answers are in. And everyone answered with B. And the correct answer is B, manifest destinations. And Mayor, you got that point, and that now takes you to 3 points on the board. Woo woo! All right, next question is true or false? This was the first time Manifest Destinations had booked a room at the hotel. True or false? Anna has a train and says, whoop, whoop, Mayor. Roseanne says, yay. Mayor says, told you, converts. All right. And everyone is ringing in with false. And false is the correct answer. They book a lot there. So this is not the first time. And Anna, you get that point. And that now takes you to 3 points on the board. You are tied with Mayor. So we have Roseanne with 5 and Anna and Mayor with 3. Woot, woot. Anna says, woot, woot. Okay. The next question is true or false? A man in a wheelchair described Olivia's mom being in the area that night to Vic. True or false? Charlie says my internet sucks. I'm so sorry. I used to have that problem, Charlie. And then we found this really great company that's kind of inexpensive. Oh, Anna says, hug Charlie. You're so sweet, Anna, and you give the best hugs. All right, everyone's got their answers in. And everyone said true, but we do have one false. That is a false, right? Oh my goodness. Let me just, yeah, I think that says false. And let's see. And it is true. So Roseanne, you get that point, taking you to 6. Woo woo. All right. Jen. Hello, hello. What is that? South Carolina. Oh, wait. What is it you're saying, silly girl? Roseanne says, hi, Jen. Jen says, just got in, going to eat supper and listen. I hope you had a good day at work and a good drive. And Anna has her little emoji train and says, woot, woot, Roseanne. And Anna says, welcome, Jen. Hugs. Aw, everybody loves everybody. That's why this is so sweet. Charlie says, hi, Jen. Jen says, skirting into my seat. Well, we are so glad you're here and you made it. Okay. Next question is true or false? Henry helped Katie find office space. True or false? Jen says, hello, beautiful ladies. Anna says, point don't matter to me. I'm here for you gals. Right, right. This is all for fun anyway, but the company and the friendship and the gal pal and the Anna hugs, oh my gosh, you can't beat them. Can't beat them. Don't want to be anywhere else. All right, almost everybody rang in with true. We do have one false, and the correct answer is true. And Anna, you get that point, and you now have 4 points on the board. Woo, woo, Anna. Mare says, hey there, Jen. Enjoy your dinner. Oh, that's so sweet. Anna has the emoji train and says, woot woot. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Who is helping Jacob investigate Malachi? Is it A, Katie, B, Henry, C, Matthias? Mare says bodaciously B. Jen says not much to enjoy. It's just McDonald's. Well, at this point, food is food, my friend. My appetite has picked up, so I've been craving Subway. So we had Subway one night earlier this week, and we had it again tonight, and it was good. Good. All right. Everyone's got their answers in and has said B, and of course it's B. It's Henry. And Miss Roseanne, you get that point, taking you to 7 points on the board. Woo-woo. You go, Roseanne. Jen says 10 p.m. supper isn't a good thing. Yeah, but you were working, so it happens. Mare says, if I don't have to cook it, it tastes better. Well said, well said. Anna has her emoji trained and says, whoop, whoop, Roseanne. Anna, thank you so much for making sure everybody gets a good cheer and hug. Anna says, I agree, Mare. Mare says, whoop, whoop. Okay. Next question. Oh, I got to turn the page. Is multiple choice. And it appears I forgot to come up with one of the answers because I have a blank. Okay. Ferg used what to look under Melissa Parr's car? A, a skateboard. B, a blanket to lie on. C, nothing. Mary says B, bonfires. All right, all answers are in. And this is interesting. We've got A answers. We have B and C also answered. So the correct answer is A, a skateboard. And Anna, you get that point, bringing you to 5 points on the board. Way to go. Whoop, whoop. And Roseanne has a smiley face emoji. And Charlie says, hit anything trying to get in first. And Anna has her little emoji train and says, woot, woot. And Roseanne says, woot. All right. Next question is true or false. Ferg discovered Melissa's car was tore up under the underpinning. True or false? Mare has an upside down smiley face emoji, and Anna says, oh, Charlie. All right. Everyone answers are in. We've got mostly false and one true. And the correct answer is false. It was clean. There was nothing up under there. So, Roseanne, you take that point, and that takes you to 8 points. Anna 5, Mare 3. Whoop, whoop. All right. Oops, I did my emoji twice. Sorry. And Anna says, whoop, whoop, Roseanne. Okay. It's discussion time. Ladies, ladies, ladies. Of all the discussions we have tonight, this one will be my favorite. I got to take these boards off my knee a minute while we do this. So, let's talk about the conversation between Vic and Donna. What were your thoughts on that? Trying to get rid of this heating pad. Sorry, I was just taking the heating pad off. My leg is sweating again. And the pain is at least at bay, so I'll let it rest. Anna says, I was like, OMG, Vic, you're so brazen. Right? Roseanne says, slap that Vic. Oh my gosh. And she was just like, no one should do this to Walt. He is not deserving of this. And if you'd have seen the way he went about when you were kidnapped, right, Roseanne? She says, I'm glad Donna spoke up. Right. And she had a right, because first off, I can understand, Vic's concern working the case to find Donna. But what happens between Donna and Walt, that's their personal life. And she's crossing a line. Anna says, can we say jealousy much? Right? And Anna says, I love that Donna took her down. Roseanne says, yes, Grandma Anna. Well, it was even funnier. And this was later on in the episode. But when Walt had to call Donna to see if she would come down there for Olivia, because he was trying to hold off calling social services, and he was leaving her a message, he says, you can call me back, or Ruby, if that's easier. Vic purposely printed something so she could walk over there and get it off the printer to hear the conversation. And I'm just like, what? She's just something else. Anyway. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. I wish we could have all been together watching that one scene. Roseanne says, yep, nosy. Anna says, yep, and that was wrong of her. Roseanne says, she sure is. Yep. But it would have been awesome if we could have actually all been watching that scene together at the same time. All right, moving on. The next question is true or false? All right. Whew. Walt talked to the woman in room 503. Her name was Shauna Crawford, and she is a hostess for the casino. True or false? She is a hostess for the casino. I'm just waiting to see if Shar is going to come in. All right. All the answers are in. And everyone has rang in true. And the correct answer is actually false. She's a travel agent for Manifest Destinations out of Massachusetts. And I was going to say, whoever can just hit F the fastest, I was going to give them the point. However, Anna came in and says, and it was false. And then Roseanne says, yep. So I'm going to take that as, Anna, you gave me that F first. So I am going to give the point to you. Just for the fun. So the question gets a point. I know. I was kind of waiting, Anna. She said, she says, I was saying Charlie type F. I know I was so tempted to say something, and then I was like, at that point it wouldn't be fair, but although every now and then, if I could, like I did last week, I might give hints, but anyway, that was fun. All right, next question is also true or false. She said she did not know Vincent. True or false? Anna has her emoji train and says, whoop, whoop. Oh, Roseanne. Okay. All right. And Anna says, laugh out loud, Roseanne. And everyone has rang in with true, except Roseanne, you rang in with false. And the correct answer is false. She did know him. The first night he was at the casino, they flirted, and she wrote her room number down on a napkin, and she said he never came. So Roseanne, you get that point. Whoop, whoop. Anna says, whoop, whoop, Roseanne. Roseanne says, yes. All right. Next question is also true or false. Shauna said that Vince was drunk. True or false? I was waiting on Miss Charlie. There she is. All right. Almost everyone rang in with true. We have one false. The correct answer is true. He was drunk. And Miss Roseanne, you get that point. Taking you to 10 points on the board. Anna with 6 and Mare with 3. Good job. I love it. Mare's got a bullseye. Anna's got the little emoji train and says, whoop, whoop, Roseanne. All right. Next question is multiple choice, ladies. Who called Walt in room 503? Was it A, Jacob, B, Ferg, or C, Vic? Mayor says, bippity bop. Bippity bippity bop. I was waiting to see if Miss Charlie was answering. Mayor says, V is very creative. Yes, yes, yes. All right. And we're going to, there's her answer. Close out the answers. And I have B and C. And the correct answer is C. It was Vic. So, Miss Roseanne, you get that next point. Whoop, whoop. All right. True or false? Melissa told Walt and Vic that Vincent was beating and abusing her. True or false? All right. I have all the answers in, and almost everybody said false. I do have one true. And the correct answer is true. So, Mayor, you get that point. And they even got to see her back all bruised up. Charlie says, yes, ma'am, Miss Roseanne. Did I miss something? And Anna has her train. Woot, woot, Mayor. Roseanne says, yay, Mayor. Mayor says, laugh out loud. Roseanne says, okay. All right. Multiple choice. What did Jacob give Katie to symbolize his trust? A handshake, B, a rifle and bullets, or C, a key to his office. Oh, Mayor, I love the butterfly. She's got a butterfly emoji. All right, looks like we got all the answers in for B. And B is indeed the correct answer. A rifle and the slug shots, the bullets. And Mayor, you get that point, taking you to 5 points on the board. So Roseanne has 11, Anna 6, and Mayor 5. Whoop, whoop. How about that? And Mayor has her little butterfly there. And Roseanne has the woot woot train, and Anna has her emoji train, woot woot Mayor. And Mayor says, wow. Anna says, okay, I have to go. Oh, well, we ain't glad you stayed with us as long as you did. And I hope you have a good evening and a great weekend. I love you. We'll miss your hugs. Anna says, please thank God, praise Jesus, hug each other, and keep your woot woot trains going. Oh, well said, my friend. Very, very well said. Charlie says, good night, Anna. Roseanne says, oh, good night. That was so sweet. Anna says, I love you all. And Mary says, keep safe. Absolutely. And Roseanne says, thank you. Oh. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more for this episode. All right. So who killed Vincent? Multiple choice. A, Melissa, his wife. B, Olivia, his daughter. Or C, Darius. Darius is Malachi's henchman. Mare has smiley face emojis. All right. All the answers are in, and everyone said B, and that is correct. And Mare, you have another point. So you're now tied with Anna at 6. Woo woo! All right. True or false? Olivia killed her dad so her mom could go to the doctor and get better. True or false? All right, all of our answers are in. We've got mostly true, excuse me, and 1 false. The correct answer is true. So, Miss Roseanne, you get that point. Woot woot! All right. Next question, true or false? Donna is pregnant. Roseanne has the emoji woot woot train and fire. Yes, you are on fire, my friend. uh, and I was waiting to see if Miss Charlie rang in. All right. And we're going to. Roseanne says, I laughed out loud. I know, right? This whole scene was really cute. Mary says, someone's making another baby blanket. All right. So our answers are locked in, and the correct answer, of course, is false. She was using it as an example. Roseanne, you get that point. And let's see, discussion. And it was the conversation between Donna and Walt. That was so cute. She asked him, do you even know how someone gets pregnant? And he was like, well, didn't we? It was so cute. I love that whole scene. Oh. And to me, it was nicely done. It was very, very appropriate and just clean and enjoyable. They did a very good job with that scene. Roseanne says yes. Yes, yes. Roseanne says, he says I only got my head. What? He says I only got my head. Because I know he says about being shot in the head. He said he didn't know he got shot in the head. Yeah, okay. Yeah. He's like, I don't know. I got hit in the head. So the last question for this episode was, Donna said, every romance deserves a little what? A, mystery, B, fun, or C, wiggle room? Marin, her B. You there, Miss Charlie? All right. And answers are in. And yes, Miss Roseanne, the correct answer is A. Every romance deserves a little mystery. All right. So we ended that episode with Roseanne, 14 points, and Mayor and Anna tied with 6 points. So good job. Charlie says, sorry, zoning out, watching a movie. I can understand that. I'm just glad you're hanging out with us. All right. Episode 4 is called The Judas Wolf. And I did not have as many questions for that one, so we'll go over what we have. Number 1 is multiple choice. Henry told Matthias that Hector never played what? A, God, B, Superman, or C, hero? All right. And the correct answer, Roseanne, is yes. A, God. Oops, sorry, Charlie. Yes, is A, God. And so Roseanne got that point. And that takes you to 15 because we're just combining them tonight. We're taking the top scores. Okay. The next one was a discussion. Do y'all think that Henry chose right when he turned Matthias down to just go after that drug dealer? Do you think he made the right decision? Mare says, your shirt starts with a B. Laugh out loud. It does. It says Band Rocks. And it's got all kinds of instruments on it. And this was from the days that my son was in band. And you know, as moms, we have to have all kinds of, paraphernalia to support our kids. Roseanne says yes. Charlie says yes. I do too. Because like he said, Hector never played God. He was the last resort. Like when nothing else had worked, then Hector came in. But Hector never stepped in and played, God as judge and jury. So I agree too that Henry chose right. All right. Next question is multiple choice. And let me get our little emoji guy in here. And who did Walt take a houseplant to? Was it Donna, Ruby, or Katie? A, Donna, B, Ruby, C, Katie. Mayor. All right. Oh, Viola. Hello, hello, my friend. Let me get you in here. She says, late to the party. That is okay. Better late than never. Roseanne says, hi, Viola. Charlize says, hi, Viola. And Mare says, welcome aboard, Viola. And Viola says, hi, everyone. And it's Friday. So on Fridays, I always kind of give myself a little bit of a treat. You know, since I'm a diabetic. And so I just stuck a sweet tart in my mouth. My little bag of sweet tarts. All right, so let me go back up and look at the answers. So we have 2 answers with B and 2 answers with C. And the correct answer is C. It was Katie. And so, Roseanne, you get that point. Woot woot! Good job, Miss Roseanne. Roseanne is really on fire tonight. Roseanne has a smiley face emoji. My tea's not so hot anymore. All right. Next question is true or false? Katie told Walt she would be his lawyer. True or false? She is, Viola. She is rocking it. Katie told Walt she would be his lawyer. True or false? All right. All the answers are in, and almost everybody responded with false. We had 1 true, and the correct answer is false. She told him that she couldn't because she's his daughter, and that her defending him would kind of go towards the other side and what they're trying to prove about Walt. And so, Viola, you get that point, and that is your first point on the board tonight. Woot woot! Good job. All right. Multiple choice. What did Omar pull out of Dan's dog's butt? Was it A, sticker burrs, B, a dart, or C, a bullet? Roseanne says, yay, Viola says, woohoo. Mare has a smiley face emoji. And we got answers coming in. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close out the answers. And everybody chose B for dart. That is correct. And Viola, you get that point, my friend. So you now have 2 points. Woo woo! All right. Next question is also multiple choice. Mare says, more converts. Henry went to Katie for advice on what? A, how to install a landline. B, rights of minors of overdose parents. Or C, being a foster parent. And Roseanne has the emoji train for Viola. Yay! Mare says B is the best. All right. Sweet, sweet. All the answers are in, and with the exception of Mare and her B, everyone said C. That is the correct answer. And Charlie, yay! Charlie, you get that point. Charlie is on the board. Woo, woo! That is awesome. Viola says, yay, Charlie. Roseanne says, you did it. Oh, that is awesome. Awesome. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Pinky was found taped to a tree with a dart in him and what around his neck? A, rope. B, a tracking collar. Or C, a dog leash. Roseanne says, congrats. What? Viola girl, I was going to say, that's not a true or false question. All right. Everyone has rang in with B. B is the correct answer. And Miss Roseanne, that point goes to you, my love. Woo woo! You have definitely been our conductor tonight. Chugga chugga choo choo. Number 9 is true or false. Walt told Vic to contact Land and Animal to track the collar. True or false? Roseanne says, on fire. This is very, very true. Mary says T for Viola. All right. All the answers are in. And everyone said true. Oh, hello, Kelly. Kelly says, I'm here but lurking. Hello to all. We're so happy to have you, my friend. Thank you again for all my wonderful, wonderful goodies. I love them, love them, love them. We did get the coffee table that I originally bought for the studio in the studio to put the bunnies on. But in the end, when I knew that we were in the end not going to do any of the lives in there tonight, They're not set up. They're still sitting on my desk at the current moment. But Todd's going to help me tomorrow because it's the weekend and he's off. Roseanne says, hi, Kelly. Kelly says, you're welcome. Charlize says, hi, Kelly. Okay, so ladies who answered the question, everyone said true. This is a trick question. So I'm going to say it the moment. Walt told Vic to contact Land and Animal to track the collar. You all said true. But the name of the department is not Land and Animal. It is Game and Fish. So the first person who can give me an F for false will get that point. And it goes to Roseanne. Whoop, whoop. Baby, I'm sitting here trying so hard. I can't do it. Can you help me cross my foot over? It says, nope. Ain't happening. All right. Thank you, everyone, for trying to give me that F. All right. Next question is multiple choice. What gift did Henry bring Mingan? This is the little boy whose dad OD'd. Thank you. Did he bring him A, a medicine bag, B, a teddy bear, or C, food? Viola says, I thought it didn't sound right. Yep, because it wasn't. All right, and everyone is ringing in with A. We got one B answer. And the correct answer is A for medicine bag. And Roseanne, you get that point, my friend. You are smoking. Sizzle, sizzle, pip. Okay. Next question is multiple choice. Piper, this is the woman that they went out to that was kind of like in that little RV. Piper is trying to encourage people to put up what and put their guns away. Is it A, fences, B, haystacks, or C, flags? Viola says, on fire. Mary's got a little bear. And she says, bears are better. Oh, yes, teddy bear would have been a good answer than a medicine bag. But he wanted him to draw strength from the medicine bag because it had helped him. All right. Answers are in. Viola says she is not sure. And the answer is C for flags. She was putting up these red plastic kind of pennant flags. And she was hoping that people would do that because she said that would scare the wolves away. And they didn't need to be shot. All right. True or false? Now, this is going to be based off of the name of the episode, which is Judas Wolf. And if you heard the story about what a Judas Wolf is, and we'll talk about it in just a minute. When it comes to the pack of wolves, a Judas Wolf is spared. True or false? Is that you playing with the dogs? Oh.
You say dog.
All right. We've got some true and false answers given. And the correct answer is true. And Miss Roseanne, you get that point. So a Judas wolf. The story behind a Judas wolf, according to this Longmire episode, a wolf is chosen and they get a tracker put around their neck. They go back to their wolf pack and the person who put the tracker on follows the GPS from the tracker in a helicopter. They take out the whole pack and they spare the Judas wolf, and then it starts all over the cycle. Well, then the Judas wolf tries to find another pack, and when they find another pack that will accept them, then the same thing starts all over. Hence, Judas and then wolf. So, very sad if you ask me. But anyway. So yes, Charlie, it is T for true. Viola says, so sad. I know, right? It just, Roseanne says, you have named the winner of last question. I did, my friend, and it was you. It was you. You now have 21 points, and Mare and Anna have 6. Viola has 2, and Charlie has 1. Mare says, that poor wolf. I know, right? Because not only, I mean, he's losing, or he or she are losing their family, their whole pack. So yeah, it's really sad. All right. Next question is multiple choice. What was in the FedEx box that Ferg had? Was it A, documents for Walt's case, B, a dead guinea pig, or C, another tracker like the one on Pinky? I know, Mayor. Every time he feels accepted, right? All right. And everyone has rang in. And of course, B is the correct answer. And Mayor, you get that one. And yes, it was a guinea pig. So, Mayor, you now have 7 points on the board. Whoop, whoop. All right. Okay, you guys. This is where the box of Kleenexes was needed. Like, you're just kind of going on with the episode, and then you have this moment, and it's just like punch in the gut. And it's just like, no, I was so excited about Henry possibly becoming a foster parent. Like, I just thought that was like brilliant. Roseanne says, yay. Mare says, laugh out loud. Violet says, a female wolf would be more accepted into another pack easier than a male too. Right? Mare has little piglet faces. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. Of course, I'm talking about the scene with Mingan, Henry, and Matthias, where Mingan hung himself. Y'all. I mean, his mom was already gone. She had already passed. And now his dad OD'd. And he felt so alone. And I was just so excited about the whole storyline that was going to unfold. Because, I mean, we're getting close to the end of season. I mean, we're in season 5. Season 6 is it. And so, I mean, somehow or another, you figure these characters are going to have to evolve in a way that they kind of like, stand alone to some degree. And I just knew this was going to be Henry's. This was going to be building up for Henry's ending. That maybe he'd get his bar back and he would be this foster parent, maybe adopt this little boy. Yes, Katie's like, the first thing you need to do is not live over a bar, maybe not even own one, but yeah, it was tragic. I agree, Roseanne. I wasn't expecting it either. Like, it was a punch in the gut. Like, I was just like, and then Matthias, oh my gosh, y'all, the grief on his face. Even if Henry had played Hector and played God and gone and killed Joey right then for dealing those drugs, I don't think it would have saved Minion. Roseanne says, I didn't think Matthias cared, but the way he sort of cried, I know. I mean, it broke my heart when I did see him cry because, and I do think he does care because he wants Henry to go do justice. And he said, now that all the white men were dying from heroin, the focus was on that, on the white people. So the Reds didn't have a chance. And that's why he was wanting Henry to kind of play God. So, y'all, I'm sorry. One thing about my leg, I constantly have to move it. And it's just seemed heavier. Like, nothing, the numbness hasn't changed, but it just, I don't know how to explain it. It just seems more dead right now. The last couple of days. All right. Yeah, that was a tragic scene. I just was not expecting that at all. Right. Let me back up. Phyllis says the tribe is his family. Yes. And Roseanne says, then the chanting in the scene. I know. It just, all of it was just, it was heartbreaking. Just heartbreaking. But I just wish the writers hadn't done that. Like I said, I could just see so much with Henry finding a new place to live, going through the proper, channels and paperwork to become a foster parent, and then to later on adopt this little boy. It just would have been a cool ending for Henry. But in that moment, when he told Matthias, just cut him down, I knew right then Henry was going to do something. I just didn't know. Was he going to play Hector or was he going to play God? And of course, he played Hector. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Vic noticed that Ferg was wearing what? A tie, B, cologne, or C, a watch? Mayor Bonnie Dayall. You're so silly. All right. All the answers are in. And of course, the correct answer is B, cologne. And Mayor, you get that point. That takes you to 8. Woot woot. All right. Next question is also multiple choice. Sadie girl, what you doing? What did Omar take from, oh, I can't remember her name at the moment, from the lady's house? Was it A, a post-it note with a name and phone number on it? B, a baby toy? Or C, a picture of Jonathan? You go, Viola. And Roseanne says, yay. Excuse me. I had another one and it went away. And Viola says, yay, Mayor. Roseanne has the woot woot train. Mayor has the emoji laughing, so hard crying. Bippity boppity boo. Oh, thank you, Roseanne. She says, bless you. Okay. And so all the answers are in. And yes, it was the picture of Jonathan. It was the lady's husband. And Viola, you got that first. You get that point. And that was very, very correct. Okay. Now, Pinky is the guy that was taped to the tree with a tracker around his neck, dart in his back. His actual real name is Ted. So Pinky, or Ted, aka Pinky, said that Dan kidnapped himself. True or false? Fowler says, yay. Roseanne says, yay, V, with the woot train emoji. Mara says, yay, Viola. Mayor Teddy Bear Tea. Okay. And I came in after you, Roseanne, but I've got your true there. Okay. So rang in with true. That is the correct answer. And Roseanne, you get that point, my friend. Woot, woot, woot. And yes, he did say that Dan probably kidnapped himself. All right. Next one is true or false as well. Ted and Dan's wife are having an affair. True or false? Roseanne has the woot woot train. All right. Looks like everybody has rang in with true. That is correct. And Mayor, you get that point. Woot woot. That takes you to 9 points, Mayor. Pretty doggone good since you've never watched Longmire. You make me think of Kelly. Mayor says laugh out loud. All right, next question is true or false? Walt and Ferg found Dan in the woods. True or false? Fowler says, yay, Mayor. All right. I've got everyone's answers in. And the correct answer is false. They found him at home in his bed. And the person who rang in first with the correct answer is Viola. Woo woo! You now have 4 points on the board. Yay! Okay. We're getting down to the end. Multiple choice. Dan had something taken from him. What was it? A pharmaceutical file. B, his wife. Or C, a kidney. Mayor says, I got a tiny teddy for Valentine's Day and a small one for my birthday. Bears. Aw, B, bears. I got it. B is for bears. All right. And everyone else is ringing in with C for kidney. And that is correct. It was a kidney. And Viola, you get that point. That takes you now 5 points. Woo woo! Good job. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Who has Dan's kidney? Is it A, Ted, aka Pinky, B, Jinx, or C, Valerie, Dan's wife? Viola is on a speedy train, says Mary. Yes, yes. All right, and all the answers are in, and we've got most everyone answering B and one answer for C, and the correct answer is B. And Mary, you said Zibby. You did say B again later, but you still said Zibby. So you get that point, taking you to 10 points on the board. Woo woo! All right. We have 3 questions left. And Charlize says, I hit the wrong thing. Oh. Viola says, yay, Mayor. Roseanne says, yay, woot woot train. Okay. Next question is true or false. Men will go to great lengths to prove they're not cowards, especially if they are a coward. True or false? Mayor says, bullet train. All right. Viola says, fingers have a mind of their own. I can understand that. Answers are all in. And almost everybody has answered true. We do have one false, and the correct answer is true. And Omar said that. Yep, he did. So that point goes to Roseanne. Woo woo! All right, next question. True or false? Walt hired the lawyer to finally say no to Barlow. Roseanne says, yay. Mayor says, Viola is even selecting B for true and false. Yay for support. uh, So all the answers are in. And so, Katie actually came up with this lawyer for dad. He met Walt. They've talked a couple times. He came to Walt's house, and basically there, in the end, he just told Walt to settle. And Walt did not want to settle. So he hired the lawyer to represent him in the lawsuit. So for once, someone could tell Barlow no. So, all right. And let's see. So that was true. And the correct first person ringing in with the correct answer was Mayor. Yay, Mayor. Oh my gosh, you were up to 11 points and you didn't even see the show. All right, last question, you guys. True or false? You ready? Henry flushed all the drugs down the toilet. True or false? Mayor has a big smiley face emoji. All right, all the answers are in. And the correct answer is false. He burned them. He threw them in a fire. And the first person to ring in with the correct answer was Viola. Whoop, whoop. So let's count up our points. We had we had Roseanne in first place with 23 points, Mayor in second place with 11, and a tie between Anna and Viola with 6, and Charlie with 1. That was fun, y'all. I still am so sad about Little Minion, though. And Henry. I don't know what this is going to do to Henry. Like, when he first started taking over Hector, I thought he was starting to go a little dark. But it seems like he was bouncing back and truly trying to fight to get his bar back. And then now, I don't know. But so Viola has a big smiley face. Roseanne says, yay, V. And Viola says, I broke my record. Yes, you did. Charlie says, had a good time playing. Me too, Charlie. Roseanne says, yes, V. That is amazing. So just a reminder, Viola says, good job, ladies. Roseanne says, I'm glad you did, Charlie. So just remember, we're not picking a color again tonight, but your points are being kept. And when we pick back up, you will be able to draw from one of the containers for a chance before the winners of that night when we start back up. And so I am holding on to all of this, keeping them all in safe places so I know exactly who had how many points and et cetera, et cetera. So it is, Mayor. It was fun. It is. But so that's our movie night. Oh my gosh, you guys, we actually finished at almost 11:15. I don't think we've ever done that. That's like history there. I mean, history in the making. We've never finished this early. And I know I came in a few minutes late because Mr. Joyful was trying to let the dogs out and get them all done with potty break before I started. And I was catching the last few minutes of the last episode. So I know, right, Viola? Early bed tonight. Mare says, I will pick blue if I get a chance, or buttercup yellow. I love you. So, real quick, if you're caught up, and unfortunately, Mr. Joyful is over in another recliner asleep, so I can't get him to bring the blanket to me. It's in the studio. And if you're caught up, we're at the point, we've done the first little pictograph, so to speak, of arrows, and we've started the body of the dream catcher. And so we will be spending the next 3 weeks completing the dream catcher. So, yep. I'm excited. Roseanne says, what? Before 12 a.m.? Roseanne says, wow. Roseanne says, I'm still in the arrows. Are you having fun with it though, Roseanne? I hope you're having fun with it. So I am still working on the design for the second one. I imagine it will probably be summer before I have the pattern completely together, because it's not something that I'm like constructing like boom, 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 boom. I'm going to have it done so I can start it. But I'm hoping to work on that Longmire blanket in the fall, even though at that point we'll be on Call the Midwife. I will be working on doing tutorials for that one sometime in the fall is the goal. So I'm giving myself through now and the rest of the summer to finish designing it, because I want it completely designed before it started. And then hopefully in the fall, we'll start doing tutorials on it as just a second option for anyone who wants to do another blanket. But this one will be a little bit more on what they call the intermediate side. So, but it'll still be easy enough, because after all, I got to put it together for y'all. So it'll still be simple enough that I can do it. So, oh, good. Roseanne said yes, she is enjoying it. So, all right. So let me see if there's anything else about the Longmire that I can think of. Anything you guys want to talk about? Has anybody started picking out yarn or yarn colors for their Call the Midwife blanket? I haven't, but I need to, I guess, since I'll be doing the videos. Viola says, fall and winter is a good time for Afghans or blankets. Yes. Mare says, any Voice fans? Anybody watch The Voice? And Viola says, not yet. She has not yet got her yarn for the Call the Midwife blanket. Me neither. But it is something that I will be looking forward to working on. Anybody in here watch The Voice? Roseanne says, no, I just pick as I go. And that's cool. Viola says, not recently. Mare says, me. Roseanne says, pick. I figured out what you were saying. Mare, I have not watched The Voice. I mean, I've seen some of the commercials and stuff, and I think it's been on a couple times, like it comes on after another show that I was watching. But I have not really ever watched that one. I have watched American Idol, though. Was there a question or a comment that you wanted to ask about it, or just something you wanted to share? Mare says, so for the yarn, is it all one color? That is entirely up to you. It can be all one color. I will tell you that I will technically be doing 2 Call the Midwife projects. And if I am honest with you, because I'm not saying a whole lot about them at this moment, one of the projects can easily be done as one color, because we will be doing the original Call the Midwife pattern. And most of those were done all in one color. And then the second project that I will be doing, you will definitely want to possibly consider having more than one color. And so if you are going to do that blanket, well, that was more than I was even going to tell you, but oops. Gotta love these little late nights, even though it's not very late. So, yep, there'll be another blanket option. And you would probably want at least 4 colors if you're going to do that one with me. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and that's all I'm going to say. Roseanne says, will that blanket be able to have many colors? And Roseanne's clapping. So, as I was saying, the original Call the Midwife blanket can easily be done in one color, but you can use multiple colors, because if you'll remember, and I don't have that folder with me, it's in the studio. This is the bad part about not being in the studio, but at least my leg is not hurting, so for now. But anyway, if you'll remember, in the pattern, it has, I have to figure out how I know I can Google stuff, but how I've seen people drop pictures down into a live and be able to show it. Or is that a pre-recorded video? No, I'm pretty sure it was a live. To figure that out. But anyway, you have it looks like the little dragonfly type pattern, and it runs across. And so then you can actually use a solid accent color to divide it, and then do the next one in a different color. And when you do that, they don't have to necessarily, I think, be done in a solid color. You could use a variegated. My personal opinion, I think that the pattern would get lost in a variegated color. Now, you can choose to do the pattern portion of it in solid colors and then use a variegated yarn to separate the colors. Or you can do it all in a solid. Now, the other blanket that I was talking about, again, I would still consider doing them in solids, but your 4th color could be a variegated to be used to divide the colors. So I know I'm not giving away much. Can't give away all my secrets just yet. And partly it's because I'm still working on the pattern of that one. So, yeah. So see, sometimes when I say I didn't really get much done, it's not that I necessarily didn't get much done as far as crocheting. I didn't get much done that I can show. So, but that's a pattern I'm still working on. And I got a little bit of time before I have to be ready for it to debut or be ready to share with you. So, anyway, I hope that was helpful. Anybody have any questions? So my Marine son, his birthday is Monday, the 8th. He'll be 24. He is one of my subscribers. He was one of my first, the first handful of subscribers. So he will have a birthday video going out. I hope all of you will check it out and go over and give him a happy birthday wish. He's kind of sad about not being home. It's the first birthday that he's ever had that we've all been apart. So it's kind of bittersweet, but of course we're proud of him as a Marine. And I think that's all I have to share. So again, if you're on here and you don't think I have your birthday, please give me your birthday. If you have any ideas of anything that you would like to be seen done as a tutorial that would be broke up in sections, like a small crochet along for the Yarn Joy Adventures on Sunday, let me know. I do plan on doing a variety of things on there. They won't all be like blankets. They won't all be big projects. So I do have some plans. Just time. Just need time. All right. No one's wrote any questions or anything. So, oh my gosh, I'm almost beside myself. I mean, it's 3 minutes away from 11:30 p.m. here where I'm at. Viola says, just listening. I will tell you, I'm very thankful because apparently on my 7 o'clock live, I was told that I was very pixelated and it was, constantly lagging. So I'm very thankful that tonight for our movie time, we didn't have all that. So that was a blessing. But, excuse me. Viola says it's 10:27 and 64 degrees. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. I consider that cold. Where's my phone? Let me see. Let's see what the temperature is outside here real quick. What? Y'all, I have 32 text messages. Now, I checked my text messages like an hour, before I came on because I got off my conversation video early. Oh my goodness, somebody has been texting me. All right. Let's see what the temperature is. So I have been instructed that I have a box coming and I do have to wait to open it when we're all together next Friday. So that will be exciting. It's 49 degrees here, Viola. But it says it's mostly cloudy and feels like 47. So I think I'll take your 64. Roseanne says, go rest. And Viola says, yay. So I did have another Happy Mail box that came in today. Fowler says it was 82 today. Oh my gosh. I need to be where you are. The sun was out today, but it was really, really cold. That explains a lot. Most of those texts, you guys, is from, wow, the hospital. Okay. Okay. So those are hospital messages. I will go check them out in a little bit. All right. Roseanne says 32 in Philly. Woo. That's still cold. That's very, very cold. Oh, I would really be hurting. I would have heating pads all over my body at that point. And they wouldn't all be for minimizing pain. It would just be for warmth. Oh. So yeah, I hope you guys got to catch My Joyful Life video this past week and meet Storm. Most of you, if you had done the yarn voyage videos with me and saw the original tour of my studio, you got to meet Rojo and Azul. And of course, as I talked about earlier, Rojo, passed away, had him 2.5 years. And so that was sad. So Todd and I went to the pet store and got a new betta fish. I got to pick it out, and it was a butterfly betta. And he named it. So he named him Storm. And I kind of like Stormy, but he said, nah, Storm. So let me tell you what, everything he's doing, that man can name the fish. So he named it Storm. And yeah. Bella says, I like your life stories. Oh, thank you. I think this coming week, just to give you a little hint, if I can get it together, because a lot of it just depends on how I'm feeling, and I will have to get Todd's help to do it. And that is to do a video on Sadie and Mackenzie for next Thursday for that series. I have pictures of them that I had already started taking to do a video on them, but I would like to get some of like an actual video of them, because some of the things that they do are just cute and priceless. And a lot of it has to do with things that we have done, just spending quality time with them and teaching them. So for example, when Sadie gets her treat, she's very antsy and she's young, and we make her sit. And then one day she lifted her paw like a little princess, like, I'm being good. And so that kind of stuck. And so now she doesn't get a treat unless she sits and raises her paw. And so a picture would not do justice for that. So if Todd and I can get the videos of them this weekend, then that will be that. But if not, they will debut a little bit later on. But anyway, but thank you for your feedback on that. I appreciate that. So, all right, you guys. Well, it's 11:33. I am totally shocked and flabbergasted. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night. And next week, we'll look at episodes 5 and 6. And we will be a little over halfway through season 5 at that point. So, moving along. So real quick, one question from the Longmire that we did not talk about. So what do y'all think about Katie and her new position, her new job on the res? Anybody have any comments on that? I know we kind of talked about Henry's reaction, well, does Walt know? And what does Walt say about this? And did you tell him, or did he find out? We talked about that, but I think it's a good thing. And I think it's perfect for her. excuse me, because at this point, for her to really utilize her degree and what she has, she would have to pretty much leave Absaroka County. And so this kind of keeps her grounded at home, but yet gives her a sense of purpose. And I think it's awesome myself. Charlie says, okay, good night, ladies. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, Charlie. Roseanne says, yes, good for her. Why not? Absolutely. Violet says, I think it's good for her. Don't like who she's working for. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. And he's so ready to throw that money at her, you know. And when he suggested Sam Poteet for her handyman, look, I'm all for giving people second chances, but I'm so proud of that girl that she turned him down and she is doing all the fixing herself. I love the fact that Walt helped her a little bit, and I love the fact that Henry helped her a little bit. So all that was good. Roseanne says, good night, Charlie. All right, everyone. We are going to go ahead and call it a night. I love you guys. Hugs, hugs, hugs to everyone. And in lieu of Anna, Grandma Anna, if she was here, she would send hugs. Her hugs are the best. So let's just hug, squeeze tight, and have a great weekend. Have a wonderful week. And I look forward to meeting you right back here next Friday. All right. I love you guys. Bye.